to Goya Family Latino Celebration Night here at Citizens Bank Park. Goya's been such a great sponsor for the Phillies over the years, and they sponsor tonight's festivities, some great music, and the opportunity for a series sweep against the Cincinnati Reds. So how about this for the season series? You know, last year the Reds came into Citizens Bank Park and they won the series. Well, overall, the season series, the Phillies have taken 5 of 6. The only game they lost was the final game in Cincinnati last week. But the news is not all good. Yes, Bryce Harper will be activated tomorrow, but today, Zach Wheeler's been placed on the 15-day IL. He has right forearm tendonitis. It's retro to August 22nd. Bailey Falter will make the next start for Zach Wheeler. Hopefully this is not a bad injury. Hey, everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy along with John Crook as we get set for tonight's ballgame. We'll talk more about Zach Wheeler's injury as tonight moves on and also as the next couple of days move on. Hopefully he'll get back and get back healthy. Let's talk, though, about Gene Segura. We've talked so much about this Phillies offense and how good it's been. How good has Gene Segura been since he came back?
Well, he's been fantastic, Tom, and just what the Phillies needed, a guy that's going to put the ball in play. He doesn't strike out a whole lot. And, you know, this is what he can do, though. He's got pop in his bat. Now, he hasn't had – that's the only home run he's hit since coming off the injured list. He had a lot of singles. Last night, though, for example, 3 infield singles. But he's putting balls in play, making things happen. And when you can run, you do these things. But it just gets more guys on base, more traffic for the opposing team. And that's why the Phillies are scoring more runs because of this. You know, the thing with Gene, you watch him when he hit that home run, a big home run. Against the Mets. They did eventually end up losing that game. And there's a spray chart, but StatCast 3D, sponsored by Google Cloud. There's a spray chart. You see the home runs and the 2 home runs that he hit to left field, but a lot of infield singles, a lot of spraying the ball over the field, which is what Gene does. But you saw the emotion after the home run.
Yeah.
This is a man that knows they have a chance, and he wants badly to participate in the postseason. And if he continues like this, Tom, he's going to help the Phillies get there.
Absolutely. 18 games since his return on August 4th, 328 batting average. He has scored 9. He has 20 hits. He has a tremendous on-base percentage. And also, he's played great defense.
Oh, he can play it. He can
play it.
He can wield that leather, baby.
Yeah, he can. All right, so tonight, it'll be Aaron Nola taking the mound. He'll make his 25th start of the year. Justin Dunn will make his 4th start this season. He has pitched in some games, though, during his big league career. A lot of excitement with the first 3 games as the Phillies prepare for the series sweep. They're hoping they can dance all the way to tomorrow's game against Pittsburgh. Phillies baseball is brought to you by the Toyota Camry, now with available all-wheel drive. Visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. By Xfinity, supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IVX.com.
Caminando al montículo para calentar. Gringo Malo aquí con Oscar Budahan. Mira que trajo el gato. The cat brought in señor Budahan, que fue ahí abajo anunciando los starting lineups. Yo lo hice por el radio. Oscar lo hizo mejor ahí en el terreno. Y los Phillies con escobas de mano tratando de variar una serie. Mandan
unlimited internet and streaming when you add Xfinity Mobile. Learn more at xfinity.com/341. Well, Aaron Nola on the mound as this Throwback Thursday game gets ready to embark. That looks pretty cool behind the pitching rubber. He's warming up on the hill. Phillies looking for the series sweep over the Reds. It's kind of a quiet day around Major League Baseball. Let's take a look at the Reds lineup brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. Jake Fraley leads it off, and then Nick Senzel. Kyle Farmer. It's a pretty good month of August for Farmer. He's DHing today. Senzel is playing third. That's partly because the Reds have been banged up. They'll face Aaron Nola. Aaron on the year.
Kind of missed Joey Votto this series, though.
Yeah.
He is an entertaining person.
Aaron on the year 8-10. This is his 25th start. An ERA of 3.25. mentioned during the pregame show. Last time out against the Mets, he allowed 5 earned runs in 5 innings. Prior to that, though, he had allowed 1 earned run in 3 consecutive starts.
Well, I don't think they can start with it unless they give Aaron a baseball.
He does need a baseball.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got a baseball now, John.
Well, we can start.
Yeah, we can.
Play ball, gentlemen.
Play ball. Here's Jake Fairley, 1 for 2 with a double last night, 1 for 6 in the series so far. Went to high school in Delaware, grew up an Orioles fan. Played for the Mariners last year, and now over with the Cincinnati Reds. Playing in, batting for the 122nd time this year. And the first pitch of the night. Pulled right to Rhys Hoskins over at first, 1 away. It's kind of a hang with him, right?
Yeah, it surely is. But, you know, that's why they have all the statistical data that tells you where he's going to hit a lot of balls. And, you know, Rhys just had to move his glove probably about 6-8 inches, and plays made, and 1 pitch, 1 out. Pitch count's about as good as you can get for Aaron right now.
Pitch count is excellent.
I don't know if he gets Senzel to swing at the first pitch and ground out, pop up, or line out, but, you know, we're humming.
Senzel hitting .245 with 4 home runs, 22 runs batted in. 2 for 10 in the series. And a pitch in there. It's 0-1.
Might be the best pitch he gets, Tom.
The 4-seam fastball at 93 miles an hour.
I think that's a thing we have to watch through as this game progresses. Aaron's command.
Command not only in the strike zone, but on the fringe of the strike zone, right?
I think against the Mets last start, he just got out of whack a little bit. And, you know, the Mets are a really good team. They took advantage of it.
Outfield is straight away from left to right. Schwarber in left, Zimmer in center, Bierling in right. And a call, strike 3. That's a thing of beauty. A 2-seamer that came back on the outer edge. And there are 2 quick outs here in the first inning.
And that's a pitch I hope we see him use against the lefties for the Reds. Seems like sometimes he abandons it. That's just absolutely perfect. Senzel sees that pitch, and okay, that's away, away, away. By the time his eyes lose sight of the ball, breaking back over the outside part of the plate for strike 3.
So now with 2 outs, Kyle Farmer is the batter. Farmer 2 for 13 in the series, hitting .265, 7 home runs, 56 runs batted in. On the outside corner, 0-1. Home plate umpire is Ben May.
Well, someone didn't like that call.
Dan Iasoni's over at first. He's the crew chief. Hit over to first on 1 hop. A sliding Rhys Hoskins makes the play. 3-1 on the putout. The side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Here at the top of the first. We're on to the bottom of the first. Phillies coming up for the first time.
Como designado Nick Castellanos. El quinto bate de la República Dominicana con el número 2, Gene El Mambo Segura. Sexto bate, el catcher, el número 21.
Well, that's our buddy Oscar Budahen, the Spanish broadcaster, along with Bill Kulick, who was part of today's ceremonies before the ball game. It's Goya Latino Family celebration night here at the ballpark. Let's take a look at the Phillies lineup, brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Only from Xfinity. Kyle Schwarber leads it off, and then Rhys Hoskins. Rhys, last 26 games, has an OPS of .870. 7 home runs. 6 of those home runs have come here in August. Austin Romine, I think he needs a new glove, John, right out of the gate.
I wonder if that's due to high velocity from this young man on the mound.
Yeah, Justin Dunn is the pitcher for the Reds, making his 4th start of the year. Schwarber .212 with 34 home runs, 72 runs batted in. And first pitch is ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Schwarber is 9th in the league in slugging. See his numbers against the Reds this year. And takes a breaking ball, 2-0. Three infielders on the right side. And ball 3. Well, that was low according to the box.
Yeah, it was. We've seen Kyle recently. We seem to wanting to call a lot of strikes on him.
Yeah.
One thing you notice in the 4 pitches Dunn's thrown, he likes to keep the ball down. And not bode well for against Bryson Stott, who likes that low ball. So does Schwarber.
Breaking ball, and it's 3-2. Justin Dunn drafted 2 different times in his career. He was drafted in the 37th round in 2013 by the Dodgers out of high school, and then went to Boston College. And that is where he was drafted in the 1st round by the Mets. And he gets a first strikeout of the night. So 1 away. He's behind 3-0, and he came all the way back.
Yeah, 6 pitch at bat for Kyle, not 1 swing. Good pitch, though, by Dunn.
So now with 1 away, Rhys Hoskins the batter. Rhys 4 for 28 on the homestand. His average 247, 26 home runs, 63 runs batted in. And a breaking ball, 0-1. Throws the curveball more than the slider, but it's just barely more than the slider. That's the curveball. Oh, no, that's still the slider. Well, that had some weird action on it, didn't it?
I don't know how anyone can tell the difference, really.
Just notice the velocity.
I think it's going by the break.
Yeah. Up high, 2-1. Yeah, that's initially what I was going by, the break, and then all of a sudden I looked up and saw 84, and his curveball has averaged about 78. He was one of the top prospects in the Mets organization when they traded him to Seattle for Robinson Cano. Fouled away. It's 2-2. "25 starts for the Mariners over 3 years. And now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, and they're 2 outs. Odds powered by PointsBet. Over under 8.5. Minus 105 for over. Minus 115 for the under. So trending under, John.
Well, yeah, there hasn't been a lot of offense so far, Tom. You can see why we're trending that way.
Yeah.
5 hitters. I mean, that should tell you the whole story.
Bryson Stott batting 3rd tonight, John.
Why not?
That's what Rob Thompson said. He said, listen, he can hit anywhere at this point. And he's right. Hitting .304 in his last 34 games. He's got a 6-game hitting streak going. One ball, 1 strike.
That'd be tough for Rob Thompson, right, to keep Bohm and JT out of the lineup the way they're both swinging it?
I think so. I figured JT was going to sit today or tomorrow. And, Alex had that quad injury that he's been battling. Maybe that's part of it. 2 balls and 1 strike. 3-1.
With Bryce coming back, as poor of offensive players he is, you're probably going to want JT and Bohm in there to offset Yeah, Bryce is a weak offensive performance that he's put on the last few years for the Phillies.
It is going to be great to see him back in this lineup.
It really is.
And Bryson Stotts singles into center field. This may be more than a single. Friedel backed up on it. Stotts going to second. He's going to get there. 14th double of the year. He's hit it 7 straight. He can hit anywhere in this lineup.
I'm starting to think that maybe it's the 3rd spot in the order.
Could be.
Bryce wins an MVP. Bohm's hit $9 million since he got moved to 3rd, and now Bryson Stotts 1 for 1 with a double. I don't think it's anything else other than where you bat in the batting order, Tom.
That's right.
But I love when Bryson, he's gotten away from that, from the toe tap, set the foot down, go back and restart it again. He just basically going no stride, and he realizes he has enough pop in that bat and quick enough hands that and enough bat speed that he can hit for power out of that position with no stride.
Well, here's Castellanos, who's hit it 14 straight. He takes a strike on the inside corner, 0-1. Castellanos 268, 12 home runs. You mentioned that number 3 spot in the order. In the National League, the Phillies have the 3rd highest batting average in the number 3 spot.
Well, Stotts 1,000, Bohm's 350.
And we haven't even added Stotts numbers yet. Check swing.
See, it is Bryce holding him down. Did he call that a swing?
He did.
Oh, boy.
So with that 3rd highest batting average, they're also 3rd highest hits in the National League. What'd you think, John?
No. But I'm biased.
There you are. Popped up. Back of first. Donovan Solano waits. And he makes the grab. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left. We're on to the 2nd scoreless game. Phils and the Reds. Ruben Amaro Jr., his brother David, they were here today because the Amaro dynasty was being honored before the ball game. It's Hispanic Heritage Baseball Museum Hall of Fame, and their pop, Ruben Sr., was put into that Hall of Fame.
That's great. Congratulations
awesome?
to the Amaro family.
Really great to see it. There's Ruben Sr. What a great man.
Yep. Shame, man. We just so many good people in this organization lost over the last however many years.
Mm-hmm. So here you go. Obviously played in the big leagues, 58 to 69. Played for the Phillies from 60 to 65, but was a part of the coaching staff when the Phillies won the World Championship in '80. Won the Gold Glove in that '64 season. What a one! Great coach too. Really good coach.
Yep. Well respected.
Donovan Solano was 5 for 12 in this series. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Line drive into right center field, a base hit. So the first hit of the day for the Reds comes off the bat of Solano. He's 2 for 2 against Aaron Nola. The Home Depot getting more done. Let's look at Donovan Solano. Last 14 games, .426 batting average for the veteran.
Tell you what, that's tough to do. Hit .426 in 14 games, only drive in 6. Must have made all his outs with runners in scoring position.
Yeah. Well, they're finally sliding him up a little bit in the order too.
Oh, kid. I don't know what the Giants saw that they said, okay, we can let him go.
Mm-hmm. Here's Friedel, takes a breaking ball, and it's 0-1. Friedel hitting .227 with a home run, 12 RBIs. Change up low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Solano's costing the Reds $4.5 million, which is somewhat reasonable for the ability to play everywhere.
And hit.
Over to first base. Reese decides to just go to the bag. 3 unassisted. Once he backed up, John, it didn't look like he had enough of an angle to make that throw.
No, he'd had to throw over the top of Solano's head, because once he backed up, he was right in the running lane of Solano. Yeah, you don't want to risk it. You know, you try to throw it around him right here. I mean, had plenty of time, but if he tries to throw it around him right there, if he hits him, it could, you know, bounce into the outfield, or he could airmail Bryson Stott, and then you have a first to third situation, or maybe even second and third, and no outs, and take the out and trust that you know, your pitcher can keep him right there at second base.
So here is Aquino hitting 178 with 4 home runs, 15 runs batted in. Fouls it back, and it's 0-1.
I like what JT said about him, about the
guy in the white shirt behind. There's a net there, but man, it's a natural reaction when the ball comes flying back like that.
Like JT said, he said, yeah, I just hope they don't make him a pitcher.
They could. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Tell you what, he keeps hitting 170 with 4 homers, 15 RBIs, and you know, late August, they might make him a pitcher.
I thought about that. I looked at his numbers the last 3 years outside, 2 and 1, 170, 190, and 178. It's a little light, John.
Very light.
Three and 1. Alejo Lopez on deck. Ball's rocketed foul past West Virginia legend J.R. House. Nice play.
And Florida legend.
Half the year once, half the year the other.
Yeah, it was something. He's a good guy, though. I don't know if you ever had a chance to talk to him. Really good guy. More West Virginian than Floridian. That's where the niceness comes from, Tom.
The West Virginia part of it.
Absolutely.
3 and 2. Aquino asked for time. Swing, miss. Second strikeout for Nola. 2 outs, runner at second. Kids will be ready for the first day of school. If you're looking for a lunchbox / cooler bag, well, we got the perfect one for you. Presented by Fonte's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. It's free to children 14 and under. It's Sunday at 1:35 when the Pirates are here. Order your tickets by going to Phillies.com. Said that JT today. I said, how about this cooler bag? He said, it's nice. I mean, it is. It's a great bag. Oh, and 1. Lopez hitting .284. 1 for 5 with an RBI in this series. Topper. And Nola makes the play. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 man left in scoring position. Middle of the second. Phillies coming up for the second time tonight. Cincinnati Reds. It'll be Gene Segura leading things off. Odds powered by PointsBet. Will Segura get 2 or more hits? Well, there you go. He has 16 multi-hit games this season. Plus 210 to get two or more. It's not a bad bet. I mean, he had 3 last night, and all 3 were infield hits.
Yeah, that means today he's probably going to square some up. Hopefully find a few gaps, maybe even maybe some fans out there in the outfield.
Well, the first pitch from Dunn, but it's outside. It's 1-0. Two balls, no strikes. Dunn has allowed 5 home runs in 3 big league starts. Outside, 3-0. He's listed at 6'2". He, you know, from where we are, he looks bigger than that.
Yeah, you know, it might just be how the tight pants all down over his shoe.
Could be.
Makes his legs look longer. Isn't this what he did to Schwarber?
That's exactly what he did to Schwarber.
3-0, 3-1, 3-2, 3-3.
Down the right field line, and Aquino is there. Took him a while to get there. There's 1 away. And Garrett Stubbs coming up. 25th start as a catcher this year. 39th start overall in his career. Actually put together a little 6-game hitting streak in all these spot starts that he's had.
Yeah, I don't know what more you could ask for out of a backup catcher, to be honest with you, knowing that JT's going to get a whole heck of the bulk of the game.
Yeah. 0-1.
He was probably tickled to death the other day when they put him into pinch run.
Just to have something to do.
Yeah, just something.
Like every backup catcher does. I mean, he is busy. He catches a lot of bullpens just to stay sharp. Oh, 0-2. Remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Threw him a slider. 3rd strikeout for Dunn. 2 outs.
Yeah, get ahead, make him expand. That was a heck of a pitch. That thing backed up though.
Looked like a screwball.
Yeah,
didn't
it backed up on him.
it in. 1 ball and no strikes. One and one.
I don't think we're seeing it too well up the breaking ball.
He's got some pretty good movement.
Yeah. I think it's some pretty indifferent swings.
Ground ball to third. And Senzel makes the play. 1-2-3, second inning. So Dunn retires the Phils in order. We have 2 of the books here in Philadelphia. We're heading on to the third. Sports Philadelphia are helping to clear the shelters. Join us for this month-long pet adoption event when thousands of pets across our area will find the loving homes they do deserve. Go to cleartheshelters.com to find a participating shelter near you. Well, look at that sky out beyond center field. Beautiful night. Phillies and the Reds. The Phillies will then welcome in another participant of the National League Central, the Pirates, this weekend. There you go. And again, the anticipation is that Bryce will be available tomorrow for the Phillies. And here's Barrero to lead it off, and a curveball to start that one off. It's 0-1. Barrero getting way more playing time since the Reds made some trades around the deadline. In particular, Brandon Drury being sent out to San Diego. Fouled at the plate, 0-2. Padres are taking today off, like a lot of teams in the National League. St. Louis won against the Cubs 8-3. Colorado and the Mets are just underway. They're in the second. That's it in the National League, though. Besides this one. Swing and a miss. He went upstairs with that one for his 3rd strikeout. Well, Goya Latino family celebration. Whoa, Johnny, we got buffalo chicken empanadas.
Oh
wow.
my gosh.
And some blue cheese dressing. Awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
Chef
Thank
Joe
you, sir.
bringing them up here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, those look really good. Empanadas, John.
I know.
Love empanadas.
I just can't eat hot stuff.
Don't eat the, well, what do you mean? It's not going to be that hot. How about if I try it, I'll tell you if it's hot.
Why don't you do that?
Yeah.
All right, but maybe what's hot to you might be, not hot to you might be really hot to me.
Well, the other night we had the buffalo chicken.
Yeah, I didn't have any of those.
They weren't really hot. I promise you.
You wouldn't lie to me?
I would not lie to you. Not in the current state that you're in as far as your boiler goes.
Maybe fib a little?
Might tell maybe a white one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Romine. And a call, strike 3. Little anticipation from the home plate umpire.
That reminded me of Paul Runge right there.
Yeah. Yeah, they heard it before we saw it. Statcast 3D.
Just caught it. Doesn't have to be all in, just has to be some in.
We'll take a picture of him and send it to Pete McCannon.
Pete, the big buffalo chicken empanada
Well,
fan?
that, and he just texted me to let me know that he's going to be staying at the hotel we're at in Phoenix.
Yeah, Boa told me. Tell Pete I said hello. I haven't spoken to Pete in a while.
There's Fraley, who takes strike 1. Will change up.
Will you remember that?
Well, he just heard you, so.
Oh, he's watching.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh my God. Sorry, Pete.
Well, say hello to
It's
him.
not. Pete, how you been? I haven't spoken to you in a while.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh man!
Oh, he can't. He can hear me. I can't hear him.
That's exactly how it works, John. Folks at home can hear us, but we can't hear them.
Oh boy. I really need to watch what I say then, don't
Yeah,
I?
probably.
Yeah, we'll start next year.
Senzel waits on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's 2 really good changeups in this at bat.
Might well throw in the other one.
Fairly the first time up, lined that bullet out to first base.
Was he? What night was he leading off? Where he first 2 at bats, he hit grounders to Reese.
Day
2
1.
pitches.
Yeah, day 1. Didn't play day 2 or 3 until he came off the bench.
It's like a long at bat for him. 4 pitches.
An extended plate appearance.
I wonder if he's tired.
Where they said, why don't you take a few pitches next time?
No good.
2-2. Popped up outside of the left field line. Sosa is over, and he's there. 1, 2, 3, go the Reds here in the 3rd. That's 11 pitches for Aaron Nola. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. Your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer. Visit DelValHondaDealers.com. Well, as the year winds down, so does our interns' participation here at the yard, at least for this year. That's Ryan Dalton, Temple's own. He just graduated from Temple this year. And he's been popping around the ballpark in many different roles for us this year. Doing some camera work. Does a lot of camera work during BP to practice. This is Ryan's shot. That is not. That's Bernie's. Bradley Zimmer. 1 no balls, 1 strike. So, you know, we've watched our crew work with our interns to show them the ropes, to show them all the different things. And I heard Ryan talking to John Sadak, who does the Reds games, about how he's gotten a chance to do many different things this year to kind of open his eyes to things.
Well, it's just like any team. You know, the veterans have to help the young guys and teach them the way. And then eventually the young guys will take the place of the old guys. So you guys got that to look forward to, Pete and everyone.
Inside 2-1.
Christine. You don't listen, do you? I say that it's like a base, like any sports team. The older guys help the younger guys. That's what we're doing with the intern. And I said, you know, and then they take the old people's jobs. So
here's Jimmy. Jimmy's working the carry stretch. We got to stretch right. I don't know if Ryan really needed to do that, but that's what Jimmy told him.
What the heck?
I don't know. Ryan looks a little more limber than Jimmy does at this point.
Neither one of them looked like they were athletically gifted doing those exercises, Tom.
2-2. Fouled off.
Now you're going to tell me that Jimmy was like an All-American at
well, he went to Widener.
St. Joe's.
He went to Widener.
Widener then.
I don't think he was an All-American. He could cut hair, though.
Can he?
Yeah.
I got to get mine cut. Either that or it's got to start cooling off.
2-2 to Zimmer. Out to center field. Friedel's there. And now goes back a few steps. And 1 out.
So I had a guy the other day. I read a thing on social media. They said when Bryce comes off the injured list, who are they possibly going to send down? I'm like, you kidding? Anyone? Like concerned, like who's going to get sent down?
Yeah, and you figure whoever is going to get sent down is going to come back up next week.
Yeah.
Or when they're eligible to come back up. They probably have to stay down for 10 days.
Like Derek Hall. Yeah.
He'll be back up.
He'll be back up next week or 2 weeks. Well, I don't even know what month we're in now, to be honest.
Just about to the end of August.
Are we?
Yeah. Topper in front of the plate. Romine Throws out Sosa.
Does Sosa think he's Gene Segura?
I don't know. He was trying to lunge at the bag like Gino.
Yeah, it didn't work, but
El Mamba, as Oscar called him. Here's Ryan's work. All right, all right, all right. Nice, nice, nice.
Very steady.
Yep. Atta boy, Rye. Jimmy's so supportive.
You can tell Ryan's a little nervous, so he didn't want to take his hands off the thing to wave or
hands or eyes.
No acknowledgement. That's why he has cheerleader Jimmy over there for him. Pom-poms and all.
One ball, no strikes. One and one. I mean, look at that. What a thing of beauty that is. And a high fly ball to straightaway center field. Friedel's going back. Forget about it. Off the top of the wall. Whoa, was that a shot from Kyle Schwarber? 35 home runs. And the Phillies take a loud 1-0 lead.
You know, it's a solo home run. It's only worth one run, but dang, was that loud. Ooh, baby.
That's what you mentioned before about some of those low pitches, John.
Yeah, he can go down and get them, that's for sure. He didn't stop both.
That was a shot. You know, during early BP today, Kyle was out on the field hitting off the machine, and he hit one, and he yelled, "Look out!" to the guys in the bullpen because it was going into the bullpen while they were doing their side sessions.
He got 9,000 homers. He probably knows when one's coming.
Yeah. Well, that run, text BALL, B-A-L-L, to 40384 to receive a valuable offer from Giant Food Stores, the official grocery store of the Phils. The 1-1. Schwarber's home run we mentioned was his 35th. You know, Paul Goldschmidt hit 2 today. He was on a tear for the Cardinals. So he was 1 away from Kyle, so a little breathing room. It's his first home run since the 5th of August. Ground ball to shortstop Barrero. And the side is retired. However, the Phillies take the lead on a long home run by Kyle Schwarber. Solo shot. Pretty good feeling. Going down and getting it. And there it is, a Schwarbomb off the top of the brick wall, the batter's eye in center field. Brought some leaves with it. 1-0 Phillies as we go to the 4th. .com to find your 2022 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. 451 feet was that home run for Kyle Schwarber.
Oh, hum.
We'll check the wall for any kind of marks or holes.
It took off some leaves.
Senzel leads it off. Yeah, right. It's about See that brown mark right up there?
Right there?
Just above it.
Now how did I get that off?
You just erase it. 1-1. Little humpback liner caught by Segura. So 1 out. Time for our Citizens stats leader. Citizens, the official bank of the Phils. Best record since the All-Star break. The Cardinals have picked up a little bit these last few days. Dodgers 26-7. Cardinals 22-9. They have a .710 winning percentage. And the Braves, Mets, and Phils.
3 teams out of the East. Best records.
Yeah, it's turned into arguably the best division. Kyle Farmer grounded out his first time up. A bouncer back over the mound that Aaron Nola fielded in the air. Got a piece of the home plate umpire, 0-2.
A little high. We don't have any more people coming in the booth, do we?
You never know, honestly,
Yeah,
John.
that's a good
Never know. You want to invite anybody?
No, I just took my shoes off. I didn't know if I
that's
needed
fine.
to move them, and if someone comes and sits here.
Nope. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5. John, this is your casa, so you do whatever you want with your feet.
Tell you what, amazing what happens when you get ahead, isn't it?
Yes.
How much you can get a hitter to expand the strike zone. I wish I would have got to play here, though.
In this ballpark?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just on grass.
I was going to say, so you're not on the turf.
Might have been the worst stuff ever invented.
Fouled back. It's 0-1. Sign's taking a beating, John.
Yeah, it is. Is that the Toyota sign?
Yeah. The RAV4 sign.
The RAV4. That's a nice lather right there by Aaron Nola.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball left side. Backhanded by Stott. Sets and fires in time. Plenty on the throw. 1-2-3. Go the Reds. Middle of the 4th inning. It's the Phillies 1 and the Reds nothing. .com to find your 2022 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Bryson Stott will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And no doubt about it, home run by Kyle Schwarber has given the Phillies a 1-0 lead, 451 feet. It's your new favorite song, right?
Yep. Catchy, isn't it?
Very catchy. Sometimes you wonder how they do it. How do they come up with different songs, different music like that? Bryson takes strike one. It's 0-1 as we begin the bottom of the fourth inning. He singled his first time up, or doubled, I should say. A high bouncer to first, Solano. And here's Castellanos strutting to the plate. Calories, John. Yingling flight. So those nachos are not as hot as the empanadas were that we were given today that were really good, the buffalo chicken ones. A gift from Goya. Off, it's 0-2. Off the end of the bat, sprayed toward the first base line. Whoa. He may have made that a little more difficult than he needed to.
Yeah, degree of difficulty went up. Execution, no perfect.
2 outs. Celebrate the 20th anniversary of MLB.TV with free baseball all day on August 26th. Stream live or on demand on your favorite sported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Segura's flight out to right field. He's 0 for 1. Trying to check, he went around. This is the home plate umpire, 1-2.
It's got to be a really sharp. We've seen so many check swings.
Yeah.
Swings that that pitch way out of the zone. I don't understand that.
Why he would go back to that after throwing those other pitches.
I don't get it. I'm sure there's someone a lot smarter than I that had a reason for that pitch.
In the dirt, 3-2. Garrett Stubbs waits on deck. And ball 4, Segura draws the walk. So base runner for the Phils here in the 4th.
That's
what they say, John.
No wonder they have headphones on the planes, Tom. All the different music. Can you imagine that confusion if they all played them at once?
Yeah. There goes the runner. Pitch taken outside corner, and the throw to second is in time.
Oh, wow.
That ball kind of took off. Gene's going to hold up there at second base for a moment. Rob Thompson is going to look over to Mike Calitri. See if the Phillies challenge this one. Running out of time. All right, so they are not going to challenge it. It's caught stealing. No runs, no hits, and nobody left. 2-6 on the putout. We go to the 5th at a 1-0 game. Right onto the arm of Gene Segura. And Barrero grabbed it and applied the tag before the foot hit the bag. So good call by the second base umpire, Adam Beck.
How did he see that?
Seriously.
Like, you got to watch the foot if it's on the base, but then you have to see above that where the glove is hitting the arm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I mean. We criticize them when they're wrong, but tell you what, for the most part, they're right. I hate to admit that.
0-1 to T.J. Friedel. Off the hands, out of play. And it's 0-2. All right, so Aaron got a new rosin bag in between innings. Went to the umpire and just mentioned it to him just to kind of get a better feel.
What does that get? What's that called?
Well, there's
authenticated.
Looks like it's getting authenticated.
A rosin bag.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Wouldn't you buy one? It was a hit by pitch.
Yeah, I'd buy 2 of them.
Yeah. See, 2 is better than 1, right?
Depends on what you're using it for, Tom. They ain't gonna be used to keep my hands dry. Like, really?
I think somebody would buy it. A game-used rosin bag.
I tell you.
From the great Aaron Nola.
And
yes, no?
No. You know, I think Aaron would be disappointed if I bought one of the rosin bags.
You think so?
I do. I think he would find better things because I'm trying to get him to sell him that Sprinter.
I don't know
if I'm going to spend money, it ain't going to be on a rosin bag.
Do you think he will sell you his Sprinter van?
Absolutely not.
He might refer you to a Sprinter van salesperson.
Yeah. I can't drive one of those. I started thinking about it. As bad as I want one.
Why can't you drive one?
Well, I can say it because my family, my daughter's playing volleyball, so they're not watching. I'm not a very good driver anymore.
Really?
Well, I don't know if it's because all the leg problems. Like, I have trouble hitting the brakes now.
Just keep on going.
Well, I know that's your theory.
Popped up. Back of third. Into foul territory, Sosa. See, John? You can get yesterday's rosin bag that was used in the Phillies 7-5 win over the Reds.
So you got to buy the rosin bag and they give you the book?
I don't know if the Lefty and Tim book will go along with the rosin bag. You might be able to negotiate it.
Honestly, I'm really I'm really baffled by this. Like, people will actually buy a used rosin bag?
I think they definitely will.
Wow. I guess I don't know.
Think about all the crazy things that people have purchased over the years that.
Well, I'm telling you what would go for a bunch.
What was that?
The Jeff Cooper would ever sell it. Schmitty's Tony.
Lopez takes high.
Todd Pratt's earwax.
I don't think. I mean, Pratty might buy it. Pratty might buy it just to have it. See, there's more. Look at all the baseballs there.
Why baseballs? I see.
Right.
You know, you could
think about the baseballs we gave out the other night.
You
and
could
how happy
that.
people were.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
if we let's put it this way, there's like a little 4-year-old kid. Hey kid, here, catch this rosin bag. You fired at him. You think he's going to say, "Oh wow, what the heck do I want this for?"
That's a good point.
Thank you.
They still might buy it though.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting at.
Mm.
You can't give it away, but you could probably sell it.
That's correct.
That's what I'm worried about the way our country's headed right now, Tom, with our purchases.
That's what you're worried about.
Well, yeah. A lot of other things, but.
1 ball and 1 strike to Lopez.
So I'm getting surgery Tuesday.
Okay. What about the lineup card?
If someone wanted to, I want to know if they could buy mine.
Oh, that's
I don't think so.
There you go. There's the lineup card.
Yeah. I mean, if it's a big win, like a.
What about a game-used helmet?
I got those.
No.
So you think if I take a used rosin bag to my doctor Tuesday, he'll give me a discount on their operation?
If he's a baseball fan,
he is a baseball fan.
Yeah. That would be good for surgery, though. He'd have the
dry hands.
Yeah, he would dry his hands.
Wouldn't drop the scalpel. Yeah, forget hand sanitizer. You know, sterilizing your hands. I'm just going to grab the rosin bag and go on in.
What are you doing? Aren't you going to clean up there? Well, I am. I'm using the rosin bag.
That's what I mean. You know, you talk about all the people that are, have issues with germs, and how do you think they react to when a pitcher goes to the rosin bag and then licks their fingers? Like Howie Mandel's got to just go absolutely berserk. He came on the Best Damn Sports Show. We had more. It was more rules than a public pool. Can't touch him. You can't do this. You can't shake his hand.
Wouldn't you just do it just to?
Oh, he wouldn't even offer.
Really?
No.
So, the rosins have been sold really just this year because they're only used for 1 game, 1 and done.
It's like a baseball can only be used for a couple pitches.
For 1 pitch. That's right.
I don't know.
Swing and a foul, and have become a very popular item. There's a lot of rosin bags. Connor Brogdon was the winning pitcher in that one. Thank you, John Hollinger, for giving us a little update.
Hold on. Let me go get my wallet out of the office. I'm going to head right down there and buy a rosin bag in between innings.
I think after all this, you should buy one. Do you have one?
A rosin bag?
Yeah.
For what?
A variety of things. That one's out toward right center field. Zimmer's on the run, makes the catch. The ball looked like it was knuckling a little bit as it came down. Yeah, there are 2 outs.
I just thought they were going to let that drop in between them. It didn't look like communication was late.
Our T-Mobile coverage cam. Best coverage in the game. Take a look.
Yeah, it looks like that ball's really slicing back toward Zimmer. And, you got 2 pretty guys who could run. Athletic guys right there.
Zimmer's a big guy.
Yeah, so, Spearling ain't no, he ain't no baby either.
No.
How about Juan Namnun's son today came in? 14 years old. My goodness
He was
gracious.
a big kid. Big athletic kid.
Yeah. And for those who don't know Juan comes down to Phillies fantasy camp for ESF. He has, and he wanted me to let everyone know to make sure you all check. Every man should check. He has breast cancer, and he's having a double mastectomy in early September, so we're praying for Juan.
Frankfurt High School.
Yeah.
Baseball.
Yep. So we're and he was, I asked him the other day. I said, "Can we talk about this?" He said, "Absolutely." He said, "I do everything I can to get the word out that men just don't check."
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes to Barrero. Went down on strikes his first time. And it's 1-1.
Did you see that ball that guy for the Pirates hit? 120
I did.
something?
I did, and we'll probably see it this weekend at some point.
Oh, my goodness. You know, and I heard someone say something, well, he didn't run hard to first. Where was he going?
Yeah.
That thing hit that. He's lucky right fielder to come up throwing to first. He might have had him. Ouch.
Broken bat. Gene out near second is under. It makes the catch. The bat hits the net above the dugout and then bounced onto the roof of the dugout. Side is retired. Aaron Nola fans rejoicing as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Benefits include 2 complimentary tickets for a Phillies home game and access to MLB audio. A limited number of premium tier memberships are available and include 2 curated Fight and Phil's themed gift boxes, including special surprises like a collectible Bryce Harper MV3 baseball and a collectible 200-piece 2008 World Series edition puzzle. Visit Phillies.com/FightandPhils for more info.
America's Next Top Model.
Tom
McCarthy.
That's a great shirt.
That is a nice looking shirt.
And that's
where can you get those?
Phillies.com.
I'm gonna have to tell my nephew.
There's a beautiful bunt toward third, and Garrett Stubbs will be aboard. He certainly has a knack for doing that. And Senzel looks like he hurt his hamstring.
Yeah, just what the David Bell and the Reds need, huh?
Just another guy.
Stock is out, Indy out.
What if it's just a cramp?
Well, it surely is hot enough to cramp up. Yeah, great. Oh.
Yeah, he grabbed it pretty quickly after he threw it.
Yeah, look at the grimace on his face right there as soon as he started to jump to try to throw.
Well, for Stubbs, that's his 4th bunt hit of the year. Trent Grisham of San Diego is first with 8. Victor Robles with 7. And Matt Vierling, who grounded out to third his first time up, will be the batter. Stubbs is now hit in 7 straight.
Tell you what, that's quite a gaping hole over there between Solano and Lopez at second base.
Which is odd because Matt goes the other way more often than not.
Well, I guess he, pulled a homer and line drive off the fence yesterday for a triple in left center, so maybe they think he's a pull hitter now.
Foul back toward the Hall of Fame club. Oh, nice catch. Well, John Hollinger's been nice enough to bring us the rosin bag.
Is that for today?
Tonight's change in the top of the 5th. Right there. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? Change top of the 5th. Each bag is packed with 100% pine gum. Tap lightly wherever a dryer tack is needed, John.
Maybe I should get that and use it for golf.
You could use it for golf. See, we're finding use for it.
You know what I got? A buddy of mine gave to me. I forget what it's called. Dry hands. It's a liquid.
Yes.
You squirt on your hand. You rub it in. And
try it. How do you feel? Feel drier already? Carl, you want to try this for your forehead?
Handmade by Pelican bat wax?
Yeah.
They have bat wax now.
Yeah, they do.
It's passed me by.
Phil Sheridan did say he'd give you a deal on rosin bags.
Phil would?
Yeah.
I love Phil. Hopefully he can give me a deal on some of the bats I ordered. I don't know.
Very dry.
Yeah, I feel like now I can really not have to worry about my pen slipping.
What? You can feel like when you really push into it.
I don't think that's legal.
No, this is legal. You're allowed to have one. There's two different rosin.
I get it, but I don't think you're allowed to put it on your forehead.
Oh, well, I was just trying to absorb the sweat. All right, we'll see.
Well, I'm learning something every day, and not sure that I'm educated any more or less, but
Johnny's John Hollander, by the way. He's a great guy and does a heck of a job with that stuff.
What do one of those go for? Do you know?
You know what? I didn't ask him, but we will find out. Johnny, how much did these go for? So he'll let us know in a sec. Wow, there is a lot of tackiness to it.
Can you imagine though, like fourth hole? Hold on, guys. I got a big putt coming up. I got to go get the rosin bag out of my bag.
I will tell you, I bet you could use this for golf.
Dry hands. Thank you for that dusting.
Tell you, your surgeon will not lose an
I'm
instrument.
going to bring it to him.
Will not lose an instrument.
See here.
Zimmer hits it sharply toward right center field. Stubbs tight around second, heading to third. He'll get there. It'll be first and third with one man down. Bradley Zimmer's third hit on this homestand. And Edmundo Sosa is coming to the plate.
First pitch squeeze. That's a nicer swing by Zimmer. No lift to it, just hard hit on the ground line driving. Now you got a first to third situation, and or maybe hit and run.
Fly ball right center field. That'll be deep enough to score Stubbs. Friedel's under it. He'll make the catch. The throw goes towards second. Stubbs will score. 2-0 Phils. Bottom of the order coming through. Zimmer hitting the ball to right center field allowed Stubbs to go over to third and then score on the sac fly by Edmundo Sosa.
How about that execution though, huh? Bunt base hit to lead off the inning by Stubbs. Zimmer base hit first to third, and then a sac fly by the bottom of the lineup. And I saw someone on social media say, how do the Phillies expect to win with that bottom of the lineup? Well, there you go. I wonder if there was something missed there. Why would they come over here and talk to Sosa?
Oh, if he maybe missed a...
Yeah, look.
Oh, yeah, something may have been missed.
Diego's all over that. Whoa. Oh, man.
Popped up. Infield, Romine. And then Solano calls him off to make the catch. Phillies do get one on the sacrifice fly by Sosa. We've completed 5. We're going to the 6th. The Phillies on top 2-0. Philly of the week is starting to deliver the offense everyone expected. Nick joined the Phillies in the offseason and was firing on all cylinders in April. The next few months were a struggle, but the Castellanos' consistency has returned. And since the final day of July, he has batted well above 300 with a crushing OPS in the 900s. A surplus of extra base hits is what we expected, and Nick leads all Major League right fielders in doubles. That's why he's the Philly of the week. And it's brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Goya Latino family celebration, and the Fanatic is doing a little dancing with the umpire. Or they're in sync with just a few lessons. Or maybe, as Ferris said, not one lesson. Austin Romine will lead it off as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Phillies are on top 2-0. The Aaron Nola's allowed just 1 hit so far. Fly ball center field. And Zimmer takes care of the first out on 1 pitch. Our stats with Lowe's. Aaron Nola versus the National League Central. Well, the numbers have been good, John. 40 games, 41 now. 21-9, an ERA of 3.37.
Almost 10 strikeouts per 9. Pretty good.
Here's Jake Fraley. Fraley is lined out. He's also popped out. On the inside corner, 0-1. Off the end of the bat, spinning foul. One-two pitch. Just missed low.
So I had a question asked to me, Tom. Is a game in which they won the Rosenbag worth more than a game with which they lost?
Great question.
We got to find
Swing
out.
and a miss. The Rosens range from $49.99 to $149.99.
So I'm assuming that the 149's a win.
I would assume that, and it depends on who it is that's chucking on the mound. 6 strikeouts. Whatever's happened to the new Rosens working fine.
Oh, he knew what he was doing. He's a crafty Cajun, Tom. He knows what's going on down there in the bayou. I bet he has some when he goes fishing.
He might have some going fishing.
And when he's building a house, hammering that heat.
On the outside corner, that's a strike to Senzel.
What did Romine do?
Romine flied out to center field on 1 pitch.
And after the inning, you got to remind me, I got some more guys I need to find out.
No problem. Out to right center field. It's not deep. Veerling's there. And a 1-2-3 inning. Aaron Nola through 6 has allowed 1 hit so far. Middle of the 6th. It's the Phillies 2 and the Reds 9. Phillies baseball is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to Pennsylvania Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And by Ford. Hurry into your local Ford store. Shop online at buyfordnow.com. Well, before tonight's game, it got a little competitive during a fantastic auction Kyle Gibson ping pong party in one of the suites. Bryson Stott showed up to help out. This is all part of the Phillies' fantastic auction. It was a split. Kyle and Bryson won 1 game. Kudos to Michelle DeVicaris, Sophie Regal, TJ Farrell, and Brittany Shields. And our players are putting together these terrific experiences to raise money for charity. Andrew Webster was the one who won the experience. He brought his family and friends to the ballpark for that exclusive event. That is neat.
That is. You know, that's the thing with today's players. They're so much more creative. Like we could have back when we could have never come up with that.
No.
They would ask us, said, "Hey, we have this auction. What would you like to do to enhance the auction?"
And you would have said ping pong.
No. I just said I have no idea. Have a beer with you? I don't know.
Don't you think somebody would have paid for that?
I probably had to wait till after the game, but
for some folks, though, might have been able to do it before. Some.
Or during.
Yeah. 2 balls and 1 strike. Breaking ball inside, 3-1. You know who would like you to do the beer drinking thing?
Dick England.
He would like you to do it. And a strike, 3-2.
So maybe we could have more than one, like start at the first inning, end in the 6th, and then
the beer drinking.
Yeah, and then me and whoever wins the thing, or
well,
you know, we can laugh at you while you're trying to announce.
You'd have to do.
Or you can laugh at us while we're trying to talk.
Yeah, you'd have to do the flight at that point.
Yeah.
I think. Three balls, 2 strikes to Reese. Reese is 0 for 2. He is struck out, grounded out. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Out to center field. Not that deep. Friedel comes in. And 1 out for Bryson Stott. Jim Salisbury was first to break the news that Bryce Harper will be activated by the Phillies tomorrow. Read up on that and all the biggest stories on NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com.
Let's come up with something creative for next year.
Well, baby steps. When we had the booth, this was the first year we were able to do the booth.
Yeah, I know, but
Scott did a great job.
That's something that, you know, that can always be.
Right,
Let's come up with something creative.
All right. Outside 1-0.
We might have to find someone else to come up with something creative for us, but.
You know what we could do? We could do a package when we decide what the creative part of it is and include one of all of our shirts that we have as part of it.
I don't think we have enough shirts.
I don't know about that.
You know, every year I go home and I put the shirts in a suitcase,
right,
or hang them up in the closet. Like I put them on a shelf in the closet, and everything's good. The one year I decided,
foul back, you give them
away to my brothers and some people that I play golf with that are from Philly, that are big Phillies fans.
Right.
That's the year where we didn't order new ones.
Right, because of the pandemic.
Because of the pandemic.
I have a suggestion. This is just a suggestion.
Wait till next year?
No. You can give out 1 or 2, but keep 1 of each.
Well, my brother had to overnight. Remember, opening day was cold.
He had to overnight your jacket.
He had to overnight that heavy jacket.
Well, can we get another one? Nope, we don't have any other ones.
What's that?
Remember when you were like, well, can we get another one? I was like, we don't have another one. Outside, 3-2.
I hate to do this to you, man, because I know it's really cold in West Virginia, but you got to send me that jacket, man.
Big box cave.
He sent it to you, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he had to send it to you because I don't have an address.
It arrived, though.
Yeah, just in time.
3-2 pitch to Stott. Outside, ball 4. Bryson walks. I don't think Dunn was happy about that. Young man's pitched well tonight.
Yeah. Now this music from Nick.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that Marcin guy. You gotta check him out in the videos. He plays like, you know how like sonata, whole sonatas are like basically a whole orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
He could do the whole thing on his guitar.
Wow.
It is amazing. 18-year-old Polish kid. And yes, I said Polish. You know,
Polish.
got in trouble the other day for not quite using the right terminology.
That ball's hit. Foul.
Oh.
That was Alcantara by Bandolero. Or Bandolero by Alcantara, our crack research department.
Well, tell him to listen to Marcin. You should see this kid. Oh, my gosh.
By the way, that was really close. That
Yeah, it
ball
was really
that
close.
Nick hit.
It was almost close to hitting the ball girl, dude, down there on the carom. Marcin, just in case.
M-A-R-C-I-N.
I'm sure someone on social media will pull it up and send us a clip. I mean, Tom, it's mesmerizing. Like, I don't know anything about those sonata things or whatever they're called. Orchestra music. I'm not a big fan. But, I mean, when this kid played, like, you can't take your eyes off of it. It's mesmerizing.
It's pretty amazing.
All right. I digress. Come on, Nick. He hadn't had a hit yet.
He has not. He's hit it 14 straight. Third longest hitting streak of his career. 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner at first base, 1 out.
How about broadcaster worn shirts?
We have plenty of them.
Might want to do that. Might want to do that in April.
Why?
Think about June, how hot it's been in July and August this year.
That makes it even better.
You think someone would want to buy a sweaty, stinky shirt?
It's a rosin bag that
That's
they
good.
use
Maybe
during the game.
Maybe they can buy the shirt that's sweaty, get the rosin bag, and dab it on the shirt to dry it off. Huh. I've got this figured out.
1-2 to Castellanos.
Bundle them.
Runner goes. Pitch popped up. Out of play. Authentic Store. What do you want to get? The red or the blue?
I don't know, but that blue is popping on those guys.
Yeah.
That blue one was pretty, wasn't it?
It is a nice blue.
We didn't get one.
Now we're trying to switch it up.
I could give that away to my brothers.
Our maroon one?
It's funny because I went and played golf with one of my brothers down in Florida. I'll wait till after this pitch.
Fouled away.
And he had on one of the shirts that I gave him, one of the announcer shirts that
Right.
I told him, I said,
I need that back.
yeah, I'm going to. He said, well, do you want me to wash it? I said, no, I'll take it like it is, all sweaty and stinky.
Because I have rosin.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to purchase a $149 rosin bag to dabble on here to dry it off.
Stott leads off first. Let's see if he goes again. He does not. And it's low, 2-2.
I'm anxious to see that kid for the Pirates though in person.
Yeah, he's a spectacle.
Yeah.
And a specimen. 2-2. There goes Stott. Swing and a miss. Throw to second base. Romine's throw is high. Stott is safe. So Castellanos is down on strikes. 2 outs. And a runner in scoring position for Segura.
Yeah, breaking ball by Dunn. Great pitch for Stott to go on, and Romine had to stay back because of Castellanos swinging. Couldn't jump out there as quick as he normally could. Stolen base, and now it's going to be interesting to see. I don't, you know, I know it's righty on righty, and Stubbs is a left-handed hitter, but man, I don't know if I'd give Segura anything here to hit.
They got Detweiler warming up in the pen. Amazing. There's the pitches by inning. 20 in the first, 20 here in the sixth. One ball, one strike. Fly ball center field. Friedel going back. And he makes the catch. The inning is over. No runs, no hits. A man left at second. We have completed 6. We move to the 7th inning in a 2-0 game. Time now for your Delaware Valley Honda Dealers game summary. That ball did not survive the rest of the game. The Phillies scored a single run in the third on a 451-foot home run by Kyle Schwarber. Added another one in the 5th inning on a sacrifice fly, and then Aaron Nola's done the rest. Justin Dunn has been very good for the Reds.
Yeah, he's just getting out-pitched by Aaron. Only 1 hit so far through 6 for the Reds.
And here's Kyle Farmer to lead it off. Farmer hits it back to the box off the belt of Aaron Nola. 1 out, and he's okay.
Tom, he's a Cajun.
He is.
That ain't going to bother him none. Yeah, he tried to trap it on the hip. See how he rushed that and got excited about it. Rushed it.
Very calm. He was very calm today when I saw him before the ball game. He had a huge smile on his face.
Do you talk to those guys, pitchers, the day they're pitching?
It depends. You know, like Doc, I would never have talked to. I don't remember Cole if I did or not. I don't think I did. Cliff Lee, you would. But Aaron, Zach Eflin, Kyle Gibson.
They'll talk to you?
Oh yeah. I don't have long-standing conversations with them, but
I wouldn't talk to them.
No.
I wouldn't talk to our own pitchers, even if they weren't pitching. No, I wouldn't. It was one of those things.
Segura takes care of Solano. Come out and cheer on the Phils as they make a push toward the postseason. The postseason push ticket plan allows fans to choose 6 remaining home games and receive 2022 postseason access. Offer is valid until Monday, September 5th. Visit Phillies.com/pushplan for more information. See the wild card standings. Phillies 2 games up over San Diego, 3.5 up over Milwaukee.
Commanding. Just have to keep it rolling.
Yeah, they can gain again tonight because Milwaukee is off and the Padres are off.
So with this new schedule next year, we're playing every team.
Yes.
We're not going to play the NL East as much.
Correct. Sosa was able to take care of Friedel.
I'll continue this when they get back.
6 pitches, John. 1 hit through 7 for Aaron Nola. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th.
After last out, Ricky Bo, so far so good.
Yeah, I would say so. How about there's a Schwarberian back? I mean, nice piece of hitting. Wow, that dude is strong. I mean, hitting a changeup that far off of the batter's eye, that's a beautiful thing. Phillies playing a little small ball with Stubbsy, laying a little bunt down, getting him around on a sacrifice fly. Aaron Nola is just playing with this team right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the pitch count's down low. He's only given up 1 hit. And quite frankly, you watch that last inning, they made it easy on him.
Yeah. Guys, guess who hit the longest home run at Citizens Bank Park officially? Longest shot is by?
Ryan Howard.
That's what we thought.
That's wrong.
Also a lefty bat.
He's coming back tomorrow.
That's right, on this Bryce Messine.
Willie Stargell.
Derek Hall.
No.
Wrong stadium,
Derek Hall's
Tom.
on the list, though. Officially, Bryce Harper has the top 2. Then that Ryan Howard blast. Remember that blast in 2006?
Yeah.
What a shot. We're going to show you that in postgame as well.
All right. Well,
Hey, hold
let's
on. I got to say something. Rick,
Yeah.
really disappointed
Whoa, why?
in you.
Uh-oh.
You didn't block the plate on Michael when he came in.
I
You
know,
used to
I
be a
thought, yeah.
catcher, too.
By the way, you do
I was
know, like, he's flimsy. If I hit him, he's going down hard.
Yeah, that was the hope.
Plus,
See,
John,
once again, he wants to take you out.
John, I was coming in from first base, by the way.
Hey, this game
No,
announcement
actually, you
might
came
not
in from
work out,
third.
Rick. I might need to
Yeah,
host
you
the
did.
show. Maybe I got to take Michael out, man.
That's a good point.
I'll
That's a
get
good
him
point.
next time.
All right.
I'll block the
That's
plate
the
and
last
knock him
time I'll
out.
do it.
Mike Sochi.
Mike Sosa used to block the plate like nobody did.
Tom, I'll show you the scars.
Really?
Oh, my God.
Mm.
He had one. I'll wait till after Stubbs. I was talking about something else, too, but now I can't remember.
Stubbs takes outside from Detweiler.
He blocked the plate, and I hit him, and I knew something was wrong, but there was no physical evidence of anything being wrong. And so I tried to get back to dugout in Dodger Stadium. You know how far that used to be?
Yeah.
And so
That was far.
I started walking back, and I'm like, man, something is really wrong. I dropped. Trainer came out. Gary Templeton came over. Hey, you fat boy, you all right? That's what he always said that to me. You all right? And the trainer came out and pulled up my pants, and you heard a pop. And there was a hole about the size of a nickel that just opened in my knee. Blood everywhere. Gary Templeton threw up. And Dr. Joe came in. It was probably like the 6th inning, 7th inning, right? Dr. Job came in.
Frank Job.
He said, you don't have any ligament or cartilage down. He said, how can you tell that just by looking? He said, the hole goes all the way down. He said, I can see everything.
So was it from his shin guards?
Apparently, I had some inflammation, and when I hit him, the impact, it just popped it. And so he takes me, had a brand new Jaguar, brand new, and he's taking me to the hospital. He said, here, we got to take you to sew you up. I'm bleeding all over his brand new Jaguar. I'm in the passenger seat, and there's blood everywhere.
Dr. Job's brand new Jaguar?
And I said, man, I'm sorry, Doc. He goes, don't worry about it. He said, we can get that cleaned up. Right? Here's how much I knew the Padres loved me. Getaway day, right? I go to the hospital, take me in, sew me up. By the time I got back, the game was over. The team had left.
Veerling singles to center field.
So I like asking the clubhouse guy. I said, how did they expect me to get back? He said, he said you could just take a cab.
That's so
a cab
great.
from L.A. to San Diego.
So great.
Take a cab.
Was it a Sunday?
No, it was a night game. I didn't get back to San Diego like 3 or 4 in the morning.
That's so great.
And this is when a lot of that stuff was going on, you know. So I was staying at different hotels. Well, I didn't have any reservations. I was going to stay with Randy Reddy. I didn't know Randy's address.
That does not surprise me.
No cell phone. And I'm like, but I've been there before, so I'll figure it out.
No, you won't.
No. But I did. I don't know how. I stumbled into it.
Very proud of you.
Blind luck, man. And I knocked at the door, and Randy goes, man, I was going to wait for you. I said, no, you weren't. But I stayed with Randy for a couple days just to get better, and then I had to go to a hotel to avoid, being found.
Which, worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, because they traded me here.
And they didn't read the papers to know where you were.
Betty Ford They had a room for me at the Betty Ford Clinic. All right, who's on first?
What is on second? Veerling's on first. Fouled at the plate, 0-2.
You got to start paying attention to the scorecard.
2-0 game, John.
Yep.
Bradley Zimmer.
But wouldn't you think that, like, well, let's put it this way. Let's say you went on the road somewhere.
Right.
And you got, God forbid it never happens, but let's say you got sick and you say, you know, I don't feel too good, and the team just left you. Wouldn't you think that, wow, I think I'm on my way out?
There might be that thought.
Like that, when I got in that cab, I had a good inkling that, like, at some point I will not be a Padres someday soon.
And was it someday soon?
The next year, yeah, because this was at the end of the year, so it was the next year, June. Yeah, they just upped the trade deadline like a month and a half to get me out of there. I was happy.
1-2. How much was the cap ride?
Oh my God, it was like a few $100 back in the 87, I think that was, 88. And so the next homestand.
And it was just you in the cab.
Yeah. The cab driver.
Did they take your equipment with them?
Yes, but they had my suitcase.
Okay. Breaking ball low.
So I get to Randy's. I got no clothes. I got no. I was in my uniform still.
Now that is cool. It's like Halloween all over for you walking the streets of San Diego.
They packed up my locker. They put my luggage. Of course, they take it in the hotel and put it on the truck, and they put it on the plane or on the bus. Yeah.
There's a base hit through the left side. Veerling holds up at second, and Zimmer's got 2 hits.
So I get to Randy's, I got nothing. Nothing.
Except for a blood-stained uniform.
Yeah, big red spot all over the leg of the right leg of the uni. But so the next homestand, we're playing the Dodgers, right? And I hit Oral Hershiser good. Oral was one guy that, you know, I had success against him. Couldn't play. There was probably 2 or 3 at bats that came up that with a chance to drive in a run where I would have been hitting. And that's when he broke Don Drysdale's consecutive.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And he even told me, he said, when I looked and I saw you couldn't play, yeah, thank your fat ass catcher for that.
I was going to say, Scioscia had it all planned.
I love him.
Inside.
I love Mike. I really did. But he'd set his rear end right on home plate, and there wasn't nothing you can do. He's kind of local here, isn't he?
Scioscia, yeah.
Good
Runners
job.
go. Pitch is hit back toward the middle. A base hit. Veerling stopped at third. He'll head home. Zimmer's being waved around third. This is a guy who slid into second. And he slides into home, and the Phillies lead it 4-0. That's 2 RBIs on a base hit to center.
With first and second.
And one of the guys was on first base.
And
how about
slid
Dusty?
Into second. Well, I tell you what it is. It's great coaching by Dusty. Really poor communication, not only from the outfield of the Reds, but the infield. Hey, here's the ball ahead. You see Veerling. Veerling was going to slide into third. He did the little shuffle step, but Zimmer slid into second, and Dusty. Watch Veerling right here. He does the like, stutter step. He scores easy. But Zimmer, what a great coaching job by Dusty. But that's where one outfielder's not getting the ball has to say second. And then the infielder has to say he's going home. You have to look. They didn't look. Because the second baseman turned to throw to first because he thought Sosa might have been making a wide turn. He looked to first. While Zimmer's scoring.
There really are things that you'll see at a ball game that you haven't seen before.
That was special by that man right there. He's a great third base coach.
Swing and a miss by Schwarber. It's 0-1. Well, he mentioned it. David, I think David's a good manager, good big league manager. Their organization's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Well, who was that was telling us they told the fans that You know, we're 3 or 4 or 5 years away.
Yeah. Inside 1-1.
And maybe more than that.
Yeah, they got some good players in the trades.
They do, and then, you know, hopefully they can turn around. 'Cause, you know, the Reds were our National League team, my family, and growing up.
Fouled back 1-2. Toyota Camry turning point. Schwarber got it rolling back in the third. I mean, this is a long one, 451 feet. Watch it go. Whew.
Wow. That's a dream, Tom. There it is. Real life. Instant replay, real life. And that's our Toyota Camry turning point of the game, Tom.
Nice job. Schwarber's down on strikes.
Brought to you by your local Toyota dealers in Paul Muller.
2 outs.
That excites me, though. That is
awesome.
But that's what makes this Phillies team so much more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Is they do this now. They run the bases. They're aggressive. It's a beautiful thing. It's National League baseball all over again.
I would agree with that. The ability
with the DH.
Ability to run the bases, absolutely. Pitching change for the Reds. Phillies lead it 4-0. We'll be back after this. Well, Dowry Moreta is the new pitcher for the Reds. It's his 3rd stint with Cincinnati. He was just added to the roster today. TJ Zoik, who pitched last night, was placed on the injured list. Runner at first base, 4-0 Phillies. And it's 0-1 to Reese. Reese is 0 for 3. Phillies saw Kyle Schwarber hit a 451-foot home run tonight, the 11th longest in Citizens Bank Park history. The longest was by Frenchie Cordero of the Red Sox, May 23rd, 2021, 474. Bryce Harper has the next longest, too. Cameron Rupp hit one 461 feet against Jesse Biddle.
He's a big old Texan.
Yeah, he is. Or excuse me, against Jacob DeGrom.
Similar pitchers.
Yeah. Acuna, Alfaro, Duvall, Harper again, Howard, Jason Worth, and then Schwarber. The 1-2 pitch coming to Hoskins. We'll have to wait.
How's the bottom of the order been doing for us?
Pretty good today, huh?
No kidding.
4 hits today, 2 runs scored, and 3 RBIs.
Sosa's leading.
Back toward the Hall of Fame club. Oh boy. There were 2 folks that had their head down. Unfortunately, there was a guy who saved them.
Knocked it down, threw him out.
He knocked him down. Knocked it down.
I tell you, they should have a thing with the people who sit in the front row of the Hall of Fame club. How quick those balls come flying. Like they should have some, you know, either college baseball or college softball experience to sit there and bring a glove. That ball's come rocketing up there in that Hall of Fame club, man. You know where we should do a game from there?
Where?
The Hall of Fame club right behind home plate. See us dodge balls all day.
Try to find the area where there's the most foul balls.
Yeah.
Count is 2-2. Bounced foul.
I hope I didn't plant that seed in our producer or masochist producer's heads.
Now time for a word from the Home Depot. Contemplate.
Avoid extra innings when you buy online and pick up orders at the Home Depot store nearest you. Thousands of products ready in hours.
All right, Josh, thank you. We appreciate that. 2-2 to Rhys Hoskins and a strike 3 called. So Rhys down looking. Back-to-back strikeouts. Phillies do score 2, though. Sosa, a 2-run single. 4-0 Phillies as we go to the 8th. To you by your Philadelphia area local Chevy dealers. Visit ChevyDealer.com. And by Therabody, the official recovery partner of the Phils. Theragut is the massage device trusted by the pros and made for everyone. Now the Fanatic on the dugout with the Acaraya drums. It was really impressive. Aaron Nola goes to the 8th inning. Well, he's allowed 1 hit, and he delivers just outside. He's allowed 1 hit. He has 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, leadoff single to Solano in the 2nd inning, and that is it for the Cincinnati Reds. And wouldn't have given up another base runner except to hit Friedel with a pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty dominant.
Yeah, he's retired 9 straight since allowing that hit by pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aquino. Spins it. How about that for a hit? I mean, as hard as he threw the baseball last night, that's as soft as he just hit that ball. So he's aboard to start this 8th inning. And Alejo Lopez is coming up. Only 74 pitches for Aaron. Outside corner, and it's 0-1. That one's out toward right center field. It's going to drop, so Lopez has a base hit. So back-to-back singles to start the 8th inning.
Well, they doubled out their outcome, didn't they, in this inning?
They sure did.
Spoke too soon. We need Aaron now to get a little double play ball right here. Get him back on track.
On the inside corner, according to the home plate umpire. That looked a bit high.
Yeah, I'm not sure he agrees with that,
No,
Mr.
I don't think
Barrero.
so.
Don't fault him.
Pulled foul. Oh, Emily's been busy down there, left field line. Phillies ball girl. Yeah, that one was zigzagging.
Oh, you see that? It hit the little concrete, and then it hit the leg of her chair.
Yeah.
And deflected, and she stayed right with it. Let's go glove caliber there, Tom.
Those are foul.
Oh, he got away with one there. That was a hanger.
Every time a Phillies pitcher throws a pitch of 95 miles an hour or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi, only from Xfinity. 0-2. Outside 1-2. Usually hear Aaron grunt like that.
You know what? I thought I heard it a couple times his last start against the Mets. Well, it's hot. It's getting late in the season. Sometimes you need to put a little extra into it. Yeah, they told me that about Nola. He only grunts on his fastball. I'm like, yeah, it's like that matters.
Swing and a miss. That was a curveball that he grunted at. 7 strikeouts for Aaron.
I mean, he gets it. Now that's a good breaking ball right there. That thing started belt high to Barrero and ended up down and away. That's a great pitch by Aaron. Big out. You know, he gets a quick, maybe a double play right here. Yeah, he's only at 82 pitches.
Yeah, it's pretty light right now.
Be nice to see that bullpen go in the weekend series without having to work today.
That was a little high, and it's 1-0.
Wow. Stubbs pointed down there to ask the home plate umpire. Didn't even acknowledge.
It's like, nah, I got this.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
That's another typical patented Aaron Nola breaking ball. You see the bat that he's using, Romeyer?
I didn't see it.
Almora.
Oh, is it Albert Almora?
Yeah, Albert Almora's bat.
1-2. It's pulled on the ground over to third. It is foul and almost kicked back fair. So it holds up 1-2. Don't forget the Phillies Talk podcast. You can get all the analysis and news. It's presented by Team Toyota. Take it on the road with you. Go to NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com/podcasts. As I mentioned before, Jim Salisbury had it first that Bryce Harper will be activated tomorrow. Talk about Zach Wheeler as well.
Well, I tell you what, that's going to be fun tomorrow, isn't it?
It's going to be great.
His first at bat.
It's going to be great. Bryce Wilson against Bailey Falter tomorrow. It's 2-2. He went around. It's no longer 2-2. That's 8 strikeouts for Nola.
in doubt, go to the hook. 2 strikes, you got to be a little more aggressive offensively. And he used that aggressiveness against Romine right there to get the second out of this inning with a big strikeout. I'll finish it, Aaron.
I don't know what Fraley's mad about.
I have no idea, but it seems to be a common theme with players.
Yeah.
Never satisfied, Tom.
0-1. Noah's set to go. Pulled on the ground, foul. It's 0-2.
Two-seamer right here. Started in. If it don't come back enough, then you can go back to that changeup.
Swing and a miss. He got him. He struck out the last 3 batters. 9 strikeouts overall after the first 2 got on with singles. Aaron Nola has been vintage Aaron Nola here tonight. No runs, 2 hits, 3 Ks. Here's number 1. Good curve there. Here's number 2. Excellent curve. And then finally a changeup. And Fraley couldn't hold up. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Well, we begin the bottom of the 8th inning. Bryson Stott leads it off. Bryson's been batting 3rd here tonight. He doubled his first time up, grounded out in the 4th, and then walked in the 6th inning. Tomorrow, the Phillies are anticipating getting their number 3 hitter.
I don't know where he's going to hit.
I think he's going to slide in very nicely back to his normal spot.
You think? You're not going to ease him into it?
I don't think so. Stott hits it hard, but right at the second baseman. Lopez, 1 away. Speaking of tomorrow, our Discover matchup, Bryce Wilson, and Bryce Harper is 1 for 4 with a homer against him. Against Bailey Falter, making his 9th start, 1-3 at ERA of 4.40. By the way, Brandon Marsh, as we mentioned before, is rehabbing in Lehigh Valley tonight as he tries to get closer to coming back as well. 0 for 3 with a walk and a stolen base. And I think the stolen base is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, should be the ankles healthy and the knee and anything else he hurt on that collision.
Pitch high, and it's 1-0. Castellanos 0 for 3. He's popped out, he's grounded out, he has struck out. Fly ball right center field. And the alleyway is Friedel, and he'll cross in front of Aquino and make the catch. 2 outs. Time now for the Hyundai defensive play of the game. Back in the 1st inning. Here we go.
Yeah. That's a great play there by Reese. That ball had some spin on it off the bat of Farmer. The little thing and then Reese just that nice little slide stuck with it. Aaron, of course, being the fundamentally sound player that he is, covering at all times. And that's our Hyundai defensive play of the game, brought to you by your local Hyundai dealers.
Segura takes a strike. It's 0-1. Fouled back. The 0-2 down the right field line. And it remains 0-2.
Tom, I think he overthrew that.
He may have.
He had something on it, though. 98.
Up and away, and it's 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, and Segura strikes out. And the side is retired. Phillies go down 1-2-3. We're going to the ninth. The bullpen is quiet because that man is going for the shutout when we get back. With available all-wheel drive, visit your local Tri-State Toyota dealer today. Buy Xfinity. Supercharge your home with supersonic Wi-Fi. Only from Xfinity. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, this is when Aaron Nola took the mound tonight in the ninth inning. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, well deserved. And, how about these fans acknowledging? Because it is rare. The complete game is a rare thing. And, those young kids we just showed, they probably never seen one.
Now the first pitch is in there for a strike. Phillies going for a sweep of this 4-game series. They lost 3 of 4 to the Mets. Ground ball toward the hole, and diving stops Stott, but he has no play, even with the gimpy Senzel. So it'll be an infield hit. Anyway, they lost 3 of 4 to the Mets. But the last before that, they swept 4 from the Nationals. They swept 4 from the Pirates. 2 career shutouts, 1 9-inning shutout, 1 7-inning shutout.
They roll one up here. Got someone warming up. Is that Robertson down there warming up?
Yes. Farmer takes strike 1, 0-1.
Don't even look, Aaron. Just finish this baby.
Here's David. Fouled off. Somebody made a heck of a catch. Let's take a look. Oh, nice.
That is incredible.
How ecstatic he is on that.
I should be.
Swing and a miss.
And you notice he did it without any rosin?
No rosin. Strikeout number 10 for Aaron Nola. 26th of his career.
He's going to high-five everyone. Yeah, that's a good pitch. You know, it gives up that leadoff single, and then that breaking ball is devastating today.
Four 10 strikeout games this year. And Solano takes strike one. Double-digit strikeout games. Number 26 gives him one more than the great Jim Bunning. 3 away from Cole Hamels. He has 18 double-digit strikeout games here at the Yard. Oh, 0-1. 0-2.
The cavity's lost it, man.
Tonight or just in general?
In general, but I just asked him, I said, hey, how many games has Stubbs caught Aaron? And they said, what, this year? I said, what's Stubbs' first year here? So, yeah. Yeah, strike out. That's right. Ponchado.
0-2. Swing and a miss. Number 11.
Tell you what, they are into it.
Yeah, they are.
And this ain't the biggest crowd of the year, but it's pretty daggone loud right now.
Pulled past the diving Hoskins down the right field line. Castellanos trying to get to it. Senzel cannot run, so he's going to be held at third. I mean, he really can't run.
No.
He did something earlier in the game, and it definitely is hampering him. It's a double for Friedel.
Yeah, and you know, if Moustakas or India were healthy, Senzel probably would have had to come out of the game.
I would think so.
Tell you what, though, he struck out Fraley. No, Friedel. Yeah, that's just not good. Give him credit, though, man. He understands the deal.
Oh, yeah. So now Aquino and a spinner right back to the mound. This should do it. Aaron Nola flips underhand. It's a 5-hit shutout for Aaron Nola as the Phillies win it 4-0. He strikes out 11, and the Phillies sweep out the Cincinnati Reds in a 4-game series. Just 10 pitches in this 9th inning for Aaron Nola. Pretty remarkable. It's his second 9-inning shutout, his 3rd overall, and it's his 5th career complete game. Fourth 4-game sweep this season for the Phils. First time since 1953 that they've accomplished that. They've won 3 other 4-game series by taking 3 of 4. These 4-game series have been pretty delightful for the Phillies. And the Reds will limp out of Citizens Bank Park. What a night for Aaron Nola, and what a much-needed night for the Phillies bullpen. Our Chevrolet player of the game, Aaron Nola, 9 innings, 5 hits, no walks, and 11 strikeouts. This is what he did. It's just spectacular tonight.
He did. He had it all going, and he worked really well with Garrett Stubbs too. But you know, the fastball was popping up in the zone, throwing it by the Reds hitters. And you know, when you catch guys looking as much as he did, you know, that tells you the stuff is really good.
you know, the bread and butter is that breaking ball, and when Aaron needed it, that's when he got it. Now that one there is kind of worrisome, getting that ball hit off his hip, but you know, you can tell he was really upset and nervous about it. But yeah, he just worked really well with Stubbs, every pitch working, and you know, he used aggressive hitting. You know, young, aggressive Reds hitters use that aggressiveness against him, and it was just absolutely spectacular.
Well, Aaron joins us down on the field. Aaron, we've done this before where we've talked to you about this kind of game, but give me the feeling of being able to complete a game like this.
Finally, man. I think 2 times this year. 2 times this year. Oh, that feels good. 2 times this year. Man, 9th inning, couldn't finish it. I think 1 out or 2 outs in the 9th, but it feels good. Thompson gave me 105 pitches, so I let those 2 guys on, and I got those 2 big strikeouts, and then Keno hit that one back to me. So yeah, it worked out good.
Aaron, the 8th inning, you give up back-to-back singles to start the inning, and then you just, I mean, it looked like, you know what, screw this, they ain't scoring. And it was 3 punch-outs, just domination. That was impressive. You and Stubbs were perfect together tonight.
Yeah, Stubbs called a great game, man. We were pretty much on page the whole game. Yeah, that 8th inning, I feel like I made a couple good pitches, but they found holes, and we got out of it, thank goodness.
Give us an idea, Aaron, of when you're in a mode like that, when you feel that curveball working the way it is, how reliable it is.
Oh, good. I feel like I hadn't faced too many righties. I feel like the past several games, especially after the All-Star break, it's been a lot of lefties. So in the bullpen this past week, I worked on curveballs against the right-handed batters. So it felt pretty consistent tonight.
Aaron, you get to sit and watch, and there's a lot made without JT playing tonight, without Alec Bohm playing tonight. The bottom of the lineup, well, how can you play a major league game with that bottom of the line? Those guys produced tonight for you.
Yeah, they did. I mean, we got a deep team, and that's why I've been winning a lot of games right now and playing good baseball.
And now you're in a playoff hunt, and I know we've been in this spot before, but how exciting is it to get into the month of September with this kind of a feeling? Bryce coming back tomorrow with this kind of feeling.
Great, man. I mean, it's great. Bryce is coming back. Everybody's healthy now. That's what we need going into September.
Hey, Aaron, do you think they're going to slide Bryce into the 3rd hole, or they're going to hit him like 8th or 9th just to get him ready?
Might start him out 8th or 9th, maybe.
Hey, Aaron, we appreciate it, buddy. Great
job
tonight.
Aaron.
Really,
Congratulations, buddy.
Very enjoyable.
I want your sprinter.
So the wild card standings, the Phillies have gained a half game on the San Diego Padres, who are idle tonight. So they have 70 wins, 55 losses. And really, this month of August has really turned out to be a phenomenal month for the Phils.
Yeah, and look, the Mets notwithstanding, this has been a great month so far for the Phillies. And you know, and the great thing is, Tom, it's the younger players are really producing.
No doubt.
And the veteran guys, JT, Nick, Kyle Schwarber, Reese, I mean, they're producing too. This is a fun watch.
Well, this series with the Reds is over. The season series dominated by the Phils, and now the Pirates come to town. 7 o'clock tomorrow, NBC 10 streaming on the My Teams app. Phillies pregame live begins at 6:30. The senior producer of Phillies baseball, Jeff Halleckman. John DeSangro is our associate producer, and our director has been Nick Marquetta. For John Crook and our entire crew, I'm Tom McCarthy. Thanks for watching, everyone. Phils win it 4-0, a 5-hit shutout for Aaron Nola. Yep, they swept out the Reds, Andy Rabel. Stay tuned. Phillies postgame live coming up next.